Studies have shown how important diet is to good health. And now more and more patients are seeking a fresh approach to treatment. KCTV5's Carolyn Long spoke with a local man who claims that food worked for him over chemo to fight his cancer.
One of the contestants on June's American Ninja Warrior competition hails from right here in Lee's Summit. Running against time and impossible obstacles, 43-year-old Eric Ewing works out in the most unusual way. Who comes up with this stuff?
Right? I'm 43 going on 22.
Especially amazing when you learn Eric faced a dire diagnosis 5 years ago while working as a pilot for SkyWest Airlines. A mole he had removed from his stomach came back as cancerous.
So I went from never going to any doctors, hospitals, clean bill health, to having stage 3B melanoma.
When more tumors were found, the doctor suggested chemo.
With that chemotherapy, I had about a 40% chance to live 5 years.
So Eric read and read, questioned everything, and found a study from the National Institute of Health on his prescribed form of chemo.
It didn't increase your chances of surviving by 1%.
So Eric kept digging and finally decided to forego the conventional treatment method and try a more holistic approach, using food as medicine.
I went guns a-blazing into Gerson therapy.
Gerson therapy is unproven and extremely controversial within the medical field. The treatment shifts the focus from destroying cancer cells to nurturing the healthy cells. Eric even flew out to San Diego to take a class on it.
It's eating whole plant-based foods and juicing 13 times a day for 2 years.
It's a full-time, demanding commitment developed by Dr. Max Gerson in the 30s. It floods the body daily with nutrients through 15 to 20 pounds of organically grown fruits and vegetables. In addition to 3 plant-based meals per day, you can see Eric here in his kitchen filling his prescription for 13 glasses of fresh juice each day.
So every hour on the hour, from the time that you wake up till the time you go to sleep, you're making a juice. And you do that for 2 years.
So that means quite an investment in an industrial strength juicer, and it also means no more dairy, meat, sugar, alcohol, or processed foods.
It's a very, very stringent, strict diet, and many people couldn't, unless they had this discipline, they couldn't stick with it. But it works very, very well for most people.
Dr. David Clark is the naturopath Eric has worked with locally for his supplements. He's watched as Eric's tumors have disappeared one by one.
His progress is just very, very excellent.
Tumor number 13 is the only one left, shrinking in my left lung.
It is bad food that got us into this problem.
The Gerson therapy is also the focus now of a new documentary called A Food Cure, just released in California 3 weeks ago. It follows 6 cancer patients of varying ages through their fight.
It is good food that can get us out of it.
Eric is just thrilled that the message is getting out that there may be another option.
I feel the best shape of my life.
He even thanks cancer for his zest for living, calling cancer a gift.
Wait, what did you just say?
I know people have trouble with this, but I've learned so much about myself, so much about just understanding other people and just appreciating every day, that cancer for me has been a gift. I've learned so much that I couldn't have learned any other way.
And I have great news to pass along. Eric just had another scan and learned that 13th and final tumor is now officially gone. He is now tumor-free. He'll be hosting a screening of The Food Cure documentary next week, July 12th at the Tivoli Theater. We have information about that on our website, kctv5.com. Carolyn Long, KCTV5 News.